common challenges people have, maybe with making backpacks, specifically working with foreign manufacturers?
And it goes right back to the tech packs. It's all about knowing what you want. I think that's the biggest challenge, is that people say they know what they want, but when you ask them to articulate it, they either cannot articulate it because there's a particular piece of the puzzle that they just don't know how to describe, or they just struggle describing it, or there's like a particular technology or technique that they just don't know about because they're not experts in the manufacturing of tech packs field. Those little techniques or tricks or available features only become discovered by the designer once they start working hand in hand with the factory. That's, how do I say, it's like until you get into the whole process, there's a certain amount of knowledge that you just won't be aware of. I love to use the analogy of dating and marriage. You know, sometimes you just got to get married and live with that person and have kids before you can really know if you've made the right choice. I mean, there's things that I learned being a father that my children taught me that I wish I had learned when I was younger. It's the same thing with like designing a backpack. I guarantee you, the first time that you work with the factory and you go to design your backpack, you will discover so many things that you wish you had known from day one. But it's just the nature of learning. It's the nature of exploring and starting a new skill set and trade. Is you just got to jump in there and start doing and learning on the job, so to speak. Or you hire people like myself that have experience, that basically hand feed you the right questions and also guide you on answering in intelligent ways. My consulting strategy is I ask questions, and if you answer in such a way that I believe it will lead you astray, I will correct you and bring you back and explain to you why you shouldn't go down that line of logic. But I try my best to let you discover the right answers, because that's the most effective and enjoyable way to learn. If you don't hire someone like myself, you have to just teach yourself and learn the hard way, basically. As I said earlier, it's knowing what you want, documenting it on paper. That's the biggest challenge. And it's expensive. To hire a freelance tech packer that has experience with backpacks, it could cost you as much as $5,000. The original, like when you first reach out to a backpack freelancer on like Upworks.com, you may only charge $20 an hour, $50 an hour, and you think, oh, you know, we'll be able to get this done in 4 or 5 hours. But the deeper you get into it, 5 hours leads to 10 hours. You've got 20 hours into it. They send you the finished product on the tech pack. You share it with your family, your friends, and they give you feedback that encourages you to make changes. Or you're in the shower and you have some brainstorm idea and you're like, man, what if we do this? And then you got to go back to that freelance tech packer and say, hey, we need to update the tech pack. Well, there's another couple of hours. Or another example is you take that original tech pack that cost you $500, you work with a factory in China or Vietnam or India or Mexico, and you get the first prototype back. You realize either the factory got it wrong or you got it wrong, and you need to make some changes to the tech pack. And again, you got to go back to that tech pack freelancer and pay in some more money to update your tech pack. So the whole design and development process, it takes a lot longer than everybody imagines, and it costs a lot more money than everybody imagines.